Hey, Michael. Have you ever... So you know of TikTok.
Let's try that again because it's a video and audio podcast. So...
Hey, Michael.
Yo.
Stupid. You know TikTok?
Whoa, yeah.
I met somebody, and you want to know, this is the funny thing. I saw this person, and in my head, I was like, this person probably does TikTok for a living, or something dumb.
Was that a compliment or a...
You could take that exactly how you want to take it, however you want to know something funny.
How did you mean it, though?
I meant it that they look exactly like every person who's ever made any TikToks that they're in.
Okay.
And, surprisingly enough, the person's leading source of income was TikTok.
Oh. How do people make money on TikTok, dog? Why don't we do that?
Once you get enough enough followers, you can live stream. And once you live stream, people can, donate money or something.
Okay. Dang,
but
man.
on average, she gets, she's making as much money as I am at my job, and I worked, 60 hours last week, so she's doing better than I am. But I very much liked how she looked the part, even though I went to a ramen place with some old friends, and she was a tag-along. But I looked at her, I was like, yeah, that totally tracks, actually, with the everything about you.
I think it's really funny you went to a ramen place. It's the most, Mark restaurant to possibly good. How was it?
Really good, actually.
Does it beat the top ramen?
No.
Oh, man.
So,
Shucky Dards.
Have you watching Monk recently?
Nope. Just pulled it out.
What a good one. Yep. I like how, I traded to Taco Bell and tacos. Cause I got into an argument with somebody one time and they were like, well, I like real Mexican food, not like Taco Bell. I was like, I like them both. They're different things. If I want real Mexican food, you know what I mean? I want a taco that.
Taco Bell is made by the white man for the white man.
Well, yeah, I want those are different. If I want a taco, then I'll make a taco and eat it. And if I want a Taco Bell taco, I could eat 1,000 regular tacos. I'll still have a Taco Bell taco hole in my tummy.
I mean, you're a white dude. If you make a white person taco at home, that's not a real Mexican taco.
Okay, yeah, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, there's 3 different types of tacos at least.
Yeah, and my point is if I want good ramen, I'll go to that ramen place and I'll make it, and it's so good.
Are you saying that you don't actually like ramen though?
And no, it was good. It was real good. But if I want that top ramen, it doesn't matter how many bowls from that ramen place I get. I'm still gonna want that top ramen.
Do you prefer top ramen or the mako
top ramen?
Okay.
Or nothing. And also, if you get tired of cooking it in the microwave for 4 minutes, cook it in 2, and it's a little crunchy. It changes the game.
Have you just eaten a brick of ramen?
No.
I have.
Is it good?
Sometimes I would be going on a long road trip with my friends as a teenager, and she's like, I'm hungry. And I would just get a brick of ramen and eat the brick and then put the seasoning on a sandwich. Like a ham sandwich or some crap.
Why?
I don't know, because teenagers are stupid.
Eat chips, you dummy! Eat chips in a sandwich!
Oh, this is not going to be good.
This is Love Since You Rate It, hosted by the one person on the planet who doesn't know what chips are.
My name's Michael.
I'm Mark.
And this is episode, 38?
38.
It's been a while.
Dude, we've been doing this for right around a year now.
Not quite. I think it was oh wait. Might have been April-ish. Yeah, this is almost our 1 year anniversary. We should celebrate.
Because of all the ginormous growth and strides we've made.
I mean, we have made growth and strides. We've said things, and they've been recorded on the internet.
And some of them have been funny.
But we took a 2-week break. The first week was because
Omaha was like, yo, I'm Atlantis now.
And it took an hour to get to one of our studios. We have 2 studios now. I don't know if you noticed that. If you're listening to the audio, you may not, but we have 2 studios now, and our studios it was an hour either way to get there, and so we couldn't do it.
So yeah, in case you're curious about how dedicated we are dedicated up to the point of 2 hours.
Yeah, we can't do an hour.
Any more effort than 2 extra hours of effort. Screw you guys.
And then I was out of town for the other week, and I don't know. Have you ever thought about trying to do this show with someone else that wasn't me or you?
Yeah, and you want to know what I came up with every time?
What's that?
No.
I thought about, I was like, I could tell Mark to like do the show while I was gone. I was like, I don't know. I don't think I would want to, like, there are shows I could do with other people, but I don't know if this one, I don't know if I could do I Still Do with another woman either. It's about my marriage, if you didn't know.
Well, like, that's the thing. Like, as much as like I really, really like tuning, if I got super busy, like I potentially want to go back to school at some point and take a trade class. And like, if push comes to shove, I will tell Carson to go to my house and record that show with somebody else. I'm like, Carson, you have friends, or like take some of this equipment home and you can hang on to it. You know what I mean? Like,
if I were recording this podcast with someone else, I don't think they would realize how much of what I'm saying is true and how much of what I'm saying is fake, and it would affect our relationship permanently.
Yeah.
But we're already screwed. We know each other already.
It's 21 years, dude.
So, like, well, yeah, I guess. I've known you as long as you've been alive, but you haven't known me.
Yeah, you have this freaking 7 years.
That's how the numbers work.
There's 7 years of mystery around my brother Michael that I'm still trying to chip away.
Those first 7 years are buck wild, and you will never know. I will never share them with you.
That was when Michael got into dropping acid. Quite literally, that's when he drank Pine Sol.
I did drink Pine Sol as a young boy.
Hey, Michael.
Yo.
Just strictly speaking from a flavor standpoint, out of 10, what would you rate Pine Sol?
Have you ever licked a tree?
No.
Okay, well then you'll never know. Why do you think they call it Pine Sol?
So is it... Dumb. Never mind, it's too dumb. I'm not gonna...
You're not gonna stoop that low, huh?
Nope.
Did you know that I completely 100% lost my voice last week?
No.
Would you believe it if I told you that I took a 6-hour road trip and sang 5.5 of the 6 hours?
I would believe it, mostly because there's a video on this website that is a cut down documentary of us playing Rock Band for 8 hours.
But imagine if you had a cold and instead of sharing the mic with someone, you just sang it all, and then all of a sudden you couldn't talk and you sounded kind of like this. Only my voice was cutting in and high and low, so you just definitely could not understand what I'm saying at all.
You sounded like the glitched version of Arrow's voice thing.
I did.
Hey, Jack's Films posted. Hey, pause this video real quick and go check out Jack's Films' new upload, and then
I think it's actually a charity video too. So.
And then try to convince him to collab with us, and then come right on back and hit that play button.
So I was out of town and I lost my voice, and I couldn't talk. And I don't know if you know me very well out there listening, but it's kind of like, you know, for me personally, talking is kind of one of the major ways that I communicate with people.
It's his whole thing.
Like, if I want to spread information to you, like if I want information from you, I just kind of listen. But if I want to spread information to you, my primary method of doing so is by speaking with my voice. And it sucks to not do that. It's very, very hard.
How did Molly handle it? Like, did Molly...
my children just couldn't understand me.
Did it baffle the idea that her dad couldn't talk?
No, it was more like they just would ask me questions and then get annoyed that they can't hear my answer. Like, they wouldn't stop talking enough to listen. So they couldn't hear it. I was like trying to, like, we were at a homeschool convention.
Molly is a nip. There is a certain amount of over talk that has to be able to be done to communicate with any of us.
Like,
if you were too soft-spoken of a person talking to a nip, you would get steamrolled.
It was me, Mom, and Dad in a room with Molly and Charlie. So no one's going to stop talking for the other person to talk. And so I just couldn't speak, and we were at a homeschool convention, and my wife is like asking me these questions and then getting annoyed that she can't hear me. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't talk.
I'm trying my best.
Losing your voice. 2.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. It does teach you to be a better listener. But generally, then someone asks you a question and you have to respond.
I'm too dope at it.
You're too dope at listening?
Yeah, I don't need it.
What's the last thing that your girlfriend said to you?
That was important?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Probably that she wanted to go to the zoo, and then we didn't do that, so...
Instead of going to the zoo, you went to see Captain Marvel.
We're going to go see Captain Marvel.
The movie theater is kind of like a zoo for people. Because they're all trapped in cages.
It's a light zoo where you go and watch the lights in the cage.
They're all trapped in cages, and you get manipulated like sheeple. All we like sheeple have been turned astray by Hollywood.
That's fair.
Is that too real? Is that a funny joke? Or
no, that wasn't funny. It was mostly just kind of sad about the state of Hollywood.
What did you bring this week to rate?
A few things, actually.
Okay.
Let me give you a hint.
Yeah.
It's gonna it's gonna be May. I'm talking about boy bands. Did you like how I did my own four part there?
I did. It was impressive.
Is there any way to edit that and make it sound very good?
There were indeed 4 parts. There is auto-tune, but T-Pain has it and I don't.
T-Pain, oh dang it. We'll call him. We'll see if he gets back to us.
Payne.
Terrence
Payne?
Terrence?
His name is definitely not either of those words.
I think his name is T-Pain. I think he changed it. But it's weird. It's actually because he's such a big fan of tea that he drinks it while it's too hot and it burns his mouth. That's how he got his name. I'll talk about boy bands, Michael. For like one thing got me thinking about boy bands was I've heard a lot of people compare the Jonas Brothers, who I know we're both big fans of. Are you still upset about the joke that I said?
I'm over it now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm moving it. Well, you said Jonas Brothers, and I'm okay.
People compare the Jonas Brothers to a boy band. Do you think they are?
They're like, I mean, they're like
boy band adjacent for sure.
They're like a boy band.
But my point is the Jonas Brothers are relevant again, and then that made me excited that maybe One Direction will get back together again. And I like boy bands a lot, is what I'm talking about. I want to talk about boy bands.
Was One Direction that good?
I do like One Direction a lot.
I like some One Direction a lot. I like some One Direction a very much lot.
Mm-hmm. The amount of certain One Direction that you like.
What if instead of One Direction getting back together, Justin Timberlake rejoined NSYNC?
That'd be much better. Does NSYNC tour without JT?
I don't think so. I just don't think they exist.
Is there more?
Like Backstreet Boys still exists.
Is there more members of NSYNC that aren't JT?
I think all of the members of NSYNC are super relevant. Like one's on this game show on the Cube Show Network. Another one does the Pop 2K radio countdown for the Pop 2K radio station, Lance Bass.
Dummy.
And then the other 2 are state senators. No, they're the people that made Stranger Things.
Oh, the Duffer, right.
Yeah, the Duffer Brothers.
Duffer Brothers.
Yeah.
So it's JT, the Duffer Brothers.
So stupid.
Okay. Okay, no, so NSYNC. What do you think? How good do you think NSYNC is? How many NSYNC songs can you name?
It's gonna be me. Show me the meaning of being lonely. Come on. Here we go one more time. That one.
Everybody's feeling fine.
Man, I've never been put on the spot. There's a lot more I can name.
Okay, so let's try and get this out of the way. So I think it's going to be very difficult for us to just start throwing arbitrary numbers out.
Okay.
So we're going to just kind of do better or worse then, and then throw arbitrary numbers out.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas Brothers.
Better or worse than NSYNC?
Better or worse than Backstreet Boys?
Better.
All right. So NSYNC, better or worse than Backstreet Boys?
Better.
So NSYNC, better or worse than Jonas Brothers?
Can we put songs against each other?
We can say those are even.
I think that it might be a sin to pick a favorite child.
Are you saying that the Jonas Brothers and NSYNC are your kids?
They're my children. I birthed them from my birth canal.
your birth canal and you had a kid now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, two
of
kids.
them. One of them was the Jonas Brothers.
One is NSYNC and one is Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
But it's weird, though. Frankie's not yours.
He's not a Jonas Brother. If you say the Jonas Brothers, he's not included. Frankie Junis? Frankie Junis isn't real.
Yeah, his real name is Frankie Junis. Little known fact. Better or worse, 98 Degrees.
I don't like 98 Degrees all that much.
So you think they're worse than Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Alright, Backstreet Boys 1D.
It's a song-by-song basis, but Backstreet Boys is probably better for me. They got some real good songs. They got that one song where there's like the robots and the music video, and they're frick me, dude. Why can I not remember a single song?
The only Backstreet song that ever comes to mind is Everybody.
It's not that one. Hey, that song has a really funny line. Hey,
am I sexual?
Not am I attractive to you in a sexual manner. It's am I of or pertaining to the nature of sex? Am I sexual? There's the PG part of this podcast. What is that stupid Backstreet Boys song? Where my stupid phone is the camera. I can't look it up.
What's it about?
I don't know. It's the Backstreet Boys song that they're the robots. And it's very good.
Tell me why. Isn't that Backstreet Boys?
Yeah. I never wanna
hear you say.
That's the Backstreet Boys. But it's not that one. It's the...
They have more than those two songs? Dude, because here's the thing.
They're the ones that sing, as long as you love me. My voice is still gone.
Dude, but like, here's the thing. More importantly, do you know how good One Direction is?
One Direction...
Midnight Memories, dude. Ow! Giving me a heart attack. Getting over you. And... Anything?
My face is stoned.
What about this?
Nothing.
What? I don't like the fact that this is an audio medium and I can't just yell songs. I gotta look up because my cognitive ability to string together thoughts.
You can turn your head,
have to stop to look away from the mic.
You lost it, really?
It's that little. No, that's what makes you beautiful.
That's a great song. That's a very good one.
How's it go? Dun, 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 dun. I would. Does he say he's in LOVE? 'Cause if it was me, then I would. Phenomenal. Rock you. I want you to hit the pedal. Heavy metal. Freaking, dude, why are you such an old person? 1D is great.
1D is good.
Great.
Good.
Their
good songs are so good.
Hey, do you want me to say my unpopular opinion?
What?
I would put 1D on par with NSYNC.
That's you Gen Zers would say that, I think. I don't think that's that unpopular.
I mean, I don't have a lot of Gen Z friends. And also the Gen Z friends I have who care about 1D and NSYNC are zero. Except for, I do have a friend who went to see the Man of the Woods tour when they were here.
Can you look up that Backstreet Boys song for me?
Yeah, what do you want me to look up?
It's, just look up the Backstreet Boys. It's gonna be like probably one of the top 5 songs that show up if you just Google it.
What about if I look it up on Amazon Music?
Amazon Music probably shows you the top 5, right?
Ghost of You by My Chemical Romance is a pretty good song.
Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Am I sexual?
Yeah. There's I Want It That Way, God, Your Mama and Me.
Oh, crap, my head.
I like how I was so taken. So I am a dyslexic boy.
That also reminds me of the NSYNC song, God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You. Which I think is definitely supposed to be a compliment and definitely doesn't have to be. God must have spent a little more time on you.
There's Everybody in open parentheses Backstreet's Back close parentheses extended edition.
That's not it.
No Place. No Place is from their album of this year.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't listened to it yet. Dang it.
It's all right.
Don't Go Breaking My Heart. I think that's a different song, though.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Couldn't find... As Long As You Love Me.
Dang it. What is the song I'm thinking of?
Larger than... That
one.
makes
That's
you
the one.
larger than life.
Thank goodness. Man, there are people that have been listening to this podcast and they're like,
Who've just been
screaming
screaming at their phone.
phone.
Larger than life!
You stupid idiot.
You freaking Sonic fan bricks!
Good night, man. Larger than life. It's a beautiful, wonderful song. Heck darn it, man. Backstreet Boys alright, man.
You know, the more we talk
I'm
about
more
Backstreet
in sync,
Boys,
though.
I do like more in sync. Justin Timberlake is a good boy.
Justin Timberlake makes them very good.
Also, his brother Justin Timberlake. He's the lesser known. He sometimes stunt doubles.
Also,
on movies.
JT though.
Oh, dude, Philly D dropped.
I love how we're gonna get distracted every single time I get a phone notification.
Philly D, what's up, dude? Get out us.
Oh man.
So we got to throw out ratings. We don't like 98 Degrees. Wait, where did we stash freaking? How can I get you to say we have two on pars? Because there's no world where either of us can say and be able to sleep at night who's better, Jonas Brothers or NSYNC.
Sure.
That won't happen.
Sure.
And I refuse to cede ground.
I mean,
that
if we're talking,
1D is better than Backstreet Boys.
Objectively, I think NSYNC has made way more money than the Joe Bros.
But who's better? Hey, as Josh Peck would say, are they happy though? Are they happy?
I don't know if the Jonas Brothers are happy.
They do seem happy now.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could just be that I'm a sucker for them, but...
They love it when their hands are free. But I don't know if I put my pom-poms down for them yet. How long are we going to do this bit? I freaking have a love bug for the Jonas Brothers. A little bit longer.
We're done. That's the best one. I'm just not ready to put them on the shelf. You want to, dude? Literally, the only person who's gonna get that whole spiel we just did is our sister, and she's gonna laugh so hard at work, and nobody else who listens to the show is gonna be like, "Oh, they're old Jonas Brothers. Oh, it's so good."
Here's how we can relate to the people that don't get those jokes. Ever since Donald Trump has been president, we've been getting nothing but lines, vines, and trying times. Is that the name of the album?
Can we say that 1D and Backstreet Boys are on par?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So, number we're giving to JT and the boys.
We can say whatever we want.
JT and the boys and Joe Bros.
I mean,
I also have another question for you that's a little unrelated, but I've gotten to many debates over it, so I want to talk about it.
Would it not be like a 10?
I would say 10.
I mean, they've blessed us with so many beautiful, beautiful melodies.
I would argue that
melodies,
both of
harmonies,
those bands
rhythms,
are
and basses.
Transcendent.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's no debate.
Who's the best Jonas brother?
It depends because there's strengths and weaknesses, right?
I've gotten
Kevin's
to a
the
lot
one
of
that keeps
arguments.
crap together, I think, because Nick is definitely a problem, and Joe is obviously the like rebel.
Rebel.
They all have their own parts. I feel like if we're I love Kevin Jonas.
Kevin Jonas is my favorite Jonas brother, and I've gotten to several arguments about
Well,
them.
but no, I was about to actually just delete him.
You're gonna dunk on him?
I love Kevin Jonas, and I love being the older brother, and Kevin's the older brother. But frankly, if he disappeared, you wouldn't tell as much in the music because he doesn't sing.
What if everything about their sound and who they are as a band comes from Kevin? You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. So, like, what if, like, you know how, like, Sucker is as cornball cheesy as the rest of their stuff is?
Yeah, we know what Nick's music sounds like, and Joe's music sounds
and
like.
neither of them sounds like Joe Bros.
No, but when Kevin's around, it sounds like the Jonas Brothers. So he might be the most important Jonas
that's
brother.
What I'm saying. And I'm also saying that he's my favorite.
I mean, he seems like a nice dude.
Do you remember when his hair was very long and curly?
Yeah, remember when he had the mutton chops dog?
Do you remember when his hair was also very straight and long?
No. It was like from Camp Rock. They straightened it in Camp Rock, right? I'm pretty sure. I for some reason feel like I watched. Here's a weird thing. I feel like I watched Camp Rock recently, but I don't think I did. But I think I know Camp Rock. Maybe I watched a YouTube video about it. Oh, dang, boys.
What a good look.
What a beautiful man. I don't know if the video can see it, but you need to look up Kevin Jonas straight hair. Man. Okay, so they're 10. We're going to rate the other
They're 10s. Alright, so now I guess since we said Backstreet Boys and 1D are on par with each other, what do we give them?
1D and Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Like 8.
It's fair. Now,
well, like overall, I think they all have a lot of throwaway songs, but their hits are for sure at least an 8.
I think I would like people to judge us by the funny things we say and not the unfunny things we say. So
every unfunny thing we say is just building up to a joke.
We've
never said something unfunny that wasn't
for no reason.
That wasn't part of the shtick.
We've also never, believe it or not, and this is gonna be hard for you guys to swallow. This show is very scripted.
There's a teleprompter. I don't know if you can't see it. It's obviously out of frame because that's how we teleprompters. But
it's not one of those on-screen teleprompters.
If you are, let me tell you what though. If you think something about this show is offensive or not funny, freaking blame the writers.
Yeah, dude, screw those guys.
They suck. I went a little off script. They didn't write that part.
We argue with the writers a lot, but like. Also, another thing the writers didn't write, and we had to fight. This is real quick side note. The writers, again, this is me and Michael being very honest. Our love for Chadwick Michael Murray is 100% us, and the writers did not want that in here, and we had to fight with them.
They wrote us jokes to make fun of him.
Yeah, they wanted us to dunk on our boy Chadwick, and we said no!
I said, have you seen the man?
We said, the sexiest man alive, Chadwick freaking Michael freaking Murray?
You know that Johnny Depp won that some year?
This is why our planet's doomed. Freaking Michael, why is every decision everybody makes 24/7 purge? Like, somebody in their mind went, oh no, dude, 24/7 purge, there's no consequences for my actions. Johnny Depp's sexy, dude.
I'm gonna yes and this. Just ask, what's our plan?
Our plan for what? For the purge?
You said our plan is ruined. Because
our planet.
Our planet. Oh, okay. I thought you were acting like we had some kind of grand scale plan.
You had a grand scale plan.
Make this all up on the fly.
Well, no, we do have a grand scale plan, and it is to get money. So if you guys could buy an extra few T-shirts, that would be great. No, I was really confused. Like, I mean, what I said was dumb, but it made sense. 98 degrees.
I mean, honestly,
yeah,
like 5.
I don't
think I literally
hold on though. What about Nick Lachey personally?
I don't know much about it. I know he married Jessica Simpson, but I know he divorced her.
He's also on the Sing Off though.
Is the Sing Off still a thing, dude?
No, but wasn't it the best singing show you've ever seen next to American Idol?
I don't know, man.
I think, hey, can we get, trends? I think we should start trends with this show. And try to, like, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, like, with Mabim Bam, when he does, like, the, or whatever, and he goes, I want a munch, and everybody answers squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should do things. I think that anybody who's a fan of our show, anytime you see a commercial of American Idol, or you hear somebody talk about American Idol, you do a quick salute to the show. I think that'd be very good. Just in every, and like, you gotta do it and act like it's not a big deal. But like, you're sitting there watching TV at your friend's house and an American Idol commercial comes on and you just snap to attention during the whole thing and don't reference it.
I already do that. Like, in my life, I already like start, like, sarcastically, kind of like ironically, will just like fist in the air when something I think is cool comes up. But more importantly, I don't want to lie to the people. And I haven't seen Sing Off in a very long time, but when I think about it in my memories, it's not a positive. I go, what a white, corny, just stinking corny show. I can't think of a corny. It's a show about
Michael
acapella groups, dude.
Michael.
What the heck is that?
But what about Ben Folds?
It's so freaking stupid, man.
What about Sean
A
Stockman?
bunch of white Mormon people singing "Come Sail Away," and I'm like, I liked that as a kid, but now when I think about it in hindsight, it's just so
What about
stupid.
Sean Stockman?
I mean, Sean Stockman's white, and I can't call him white because he's part of the original, like, you know,
Raps
I'll
and beat
make love to you, but like, I just, what a
to
freaking,
the end.
what a corny show, dude. And then we literally watched an acapella group of white people do an acapella version of the, like, March of the Bumblebee song.
What about
man.
Pentatonics?
Oh, man, dude. What a just, like, oh, man. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, like, the preppiest possible show.
Yeah, it seems like you ever I'm trying to think of a good way. You know, like music. You know, like 30 Seconds to Mars.
Okay.
And how they make like okay music, but they make okay music with the pretension level that Bowie had.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that, like that. It's like, here's just like an average dumb singing show, but it's gonna be pitched to you, and everybody in this show is gonna come at it with a level of pretension.
They all play. No, I just don't. I can't even, dude. Like, I don't want to say they're not talented people because they're definitely talented people. Obviously, they're talented people. But what the heck is that show, dude?
What about the chick from the Goo Goo Dolls?
Oh man,
Not Goo Goo Dolls. That's a dude. What's his? Dang it! Dang it! What's her name? Or the band's name? It was before Sarah Bareilles.
Are you talking about Spice Girls? Pussycat Dolls?
I don't. Pussycat Dolls.
Can we say that?
That's why I didn't say it the first time when I threw it out there.
I didn't know. The Meow Meow Kitten Dolls?
You stupid, dumb idiot. What do you want to rate? Nick Lachey is a good boy. He's a great boy.
Is he better or worse because he dumped Jessica Simpson?
So, I don't know who Jessica Simpson is.
Okay.
Is
Well,
she an actress? Is she a music girl?
she's an actress and a singer. I think we're
is
showing
she
your
in?
age here. Nothing you've seen.
What does she sing? Anything good?
You've heard her Christmas album, probably. That's it.
I'm probably better off. Nick Lachey could do better.
I mean, sure.
Nicholas
I'm
Lachey
pretty
could do
sure
better.
she still has more cachet than him, dog.
Okay. Michael, first of all, I can't believe
Here's a hint.
you would assume that my boy Nicholas was trying to gold dig, first of all.
Well, here's a hint. She played Daisy Duke in the remade version of that show,
Oh,
Dukes of
Dukes
Hazzard.
of Hazzard.
So she's not known for her acting ability or her singing. That's all I'm trying to say.
She's known for being married to Nick Lachey. Is that
She's
what you're
known
saying?
for her really, really good shoes. Like,
Hmm.
she has nice kicks.
She's on that Jordan ones.
Yeah, man. We kind of went all the way off the rails, huh?
Yeah, I keep looking at that time of how long we've been recording, and let me tell you, we've now been recording for about as long as one full episode, and we haven't even gotten to your thing.
About a trampoline.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on trampolines?
I love them. And I now am at a weight in which I can jump on them and not touch the ground anymore.
And does that make you psyched out of your mind?
Well, it did until I realized I'm a very much out of shape.
So you realize-
how many hours a day do you think I used to jump on the trampoline?
Me? I know.
Me. How many
Well,
hours
yeah,
a day?
but, like, I
used to
know.
do- How many hours a day?
Like close to 8?
Yeah, it was something along the lines of all the day.
Of 8 hours.
And some of the night.
Yeah.
I would like move my speakers from my radio to the window, and we would just play music loudly and jump on the trampoline for approximately all of the summer.
As long as the sun was out until
usually if we
until
just-
Mom made us go inside
if
when
we
the moon
sweat-
was out.
If we sweat too much, we would just lay out there until we got the energy to jump again.
Yeah.
Um,
Trampolines are very good.
But guess what? They're very hard on your bod.
That is true. However, people look at me, and one thing I've been called besides Marcus is stunt factory, and all of that is because of trampolines.
When you hit the pad, What's that thing called? The mattress? What's the black part of a trampoline called?
The jumper.
When you hit the jumper and you jump back up.
Can I, real quick, just pause? You can keep saying what you wanted to say. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything funnier than jumper.
What's the science thing called where every reaction is an equal and opposite reaction?
I don't know.
Hey, when you push on a trampoline and you're very big, it pushes back very hard. So like a lot of my tricks used to be like, hey, let me land on my shoulder. Like, I will flip over and land with my head down, and I'll land on my shoulders, and then do another complete rotation flip.
And you would try to chain them together.
And I would try to chain them. I could chain them together in my day. Hey, guess what? I have a lot of weight coming down on my back now.
It's a little tender.
I have not hurt myself yet, but there's still time.
But I'm still a big boy, and we still have a trampoline that
also
functions.
Just like, and I feel like this is an age thing, not so much a weight thing. Hey, if you just jump up and down a lot, what is it? Can you know, like a concussion was when your brain bounces and hits your skull or whatever?
Yeah. Had a few of those.
I have too. Now that when someone told me that, hey, if you ever like hit something so hard that everything lights up in your vision, that's probably concussion. I said, oh, I've had those.
Oh, yeah. A few.
Oh, that's a concussion?
Oh, it's... hey, we'll think...
So, like... just jumping up and down, it's a lot more rocking on your head than you think of when you're 16, and now I'm 28.
Especially when you, like, the way you're supposed to jump on trampolines is you gotta get your whole body into it to get more height, and there's a lot of just fine movements in your head's...
I still don't have the confidence in my weight to be able to just go as high as possible.
To go ham?
I mean, I used to be able to, like, I was in the air very high. I don't trust the trampoline to hold me if I were to go that high and come back down.
Have you ever been on a gymnast trampoline?
No. Never.
You gotta get super in good shape again. We gotta go to an open gym.
Well, that was part of my thing, was I really wanted to get on this trampoline so that I could get in very good shape again. And I don't know if it's working or not because I went on vacation and ate poorly right after I got the trampoline.
However, now you're not going to go on vacation ever again.
Never again.
We'd have to miss you guys too much.
We missed 2 weeks in a row, and I don't want to do that. Anyway, trampolines are amazing, and my son loves the trampoline. Funny thing about my son, he can't jump. He's 1 years old, and he doesn't know how to jump. So he just runs around. He's learning balance in a way that his sister never did. His favorite thing right now is to pretty much full speed sprint across into the net, bounce off it like a bouncy ball on a wall, and then just giggle hysterically when he lands.
What a thug.
Molly likes to jump.
How high can she get? Does she like it when you bounce her, or she get a little spooked?
Well, that's the thing, is like I can't really do anything because
while they're on there,
because they're extremely small and I'm extremely big. So like there's this we jumped on a trampoline so much that it may be hard to describe to people that don't jump on trampolines all the time. But you know when you're like on one side of the trampoline and someone's on the complete opposite side of the trampoline, and that's how you do it unless you want to interfere, because like if you're that far apart, it doesn't do anything.
You're usually not, yeah.
Yo, dude, if I do anything on one side, I can just jump with like average strength on one side of the trampoline and knock them both down. And I think that is partially due to my weight and partially due to theirs. So
both of your kids are very small.
That if I yell I'm gonna butt bomb, it doesn't matter where they're standing and where I do it, they'll probably both lose it. And it's pretty funny. And pretty much if they just land not on their faces, they both think it's hilarious as well.
I was on a gymnast trampoline one time, and I was trying to practice double sides. And I over-rotated and literally just got myself into a springboard directly into a... You know how like Luigi's side B attack?
Yeah.
That into a wall? Did get a concussion at that time too. Hold on. Dang it, I gotta think of a... We're gonna post a video on Instagram on the WackMatters thing, and I will demonstrate what I did directly into a wall. It'll be very good.
Oh man. Trampolines.
So follow us. What's our WackMatters thing?
WackMatters _com.
Yeah. There you go.
WackMatters _com if you didn't hear it. So real quick, I want to rate trampolines a 10 because they're literally transcendent.
They're the best toy that you can use.
You literally transcend when you use them. 10 out of 10.
Transcend gravity. You are practically weightless. Do you remember the episode of Community about the trampoline?
Yeah. Hey, if you're listening to this show, and especially if you've been listening for any amount of time, thank you. Something I'm really just grateful for when I'm looking at the numbers that we see is, we want to be able to grow this podcast, but like one of the things that I love to do is make people laugh. And we have a fairly consistent listener base. And if you're listening and you are laughing,
one of them,
we're extremely thankful for you because you're kind of like if you weren't there, we would just be making jokes to each other, which is what we did for like 2 hours before we came down here to decide to record.
That was just us hanging out. This is us being characters for the internet.
But we're glad that you are able to participate in this with us. We're super grateful for fans. Second of all, I really I need you to do us a favor. Because I want this to be private and not public, I want you to email podcast@WackMatters.com. Have you... I want to say this delicately. We were talking about this before the show, and it's hard to describe, but I know for a lot of people this could be a personal question. Have you ever been taking a dookie and got so hot you just wanted to strip in the bathroom? And I know that... Hold on.
I don't want to name names, and I don't want to call anybody out, but I'll use percentages. 100% of the people who host Live So To Rate It have had that happen, and one of them, you could say an hour ago. I don't... This is going to be an anonymous survey, but I really would like to hear some responses because I want to know if we're abnormal or if that's just a normal thing. I'm genuinely curious. Like, is it a problem sometimes when you got a hard one to not be crude, when you got a hard dookie, that the process of excretion is so intense, extreme, rigorous?
Rigorous that you're sweating buckets and you just have to disrobe whilst doing your thing. Thanks. Email us your answers at podcast@wackmatters.com, and I'm going to compile that information into a official survey, assuming that we get some results. Otherwise, thanks for listening to the show. If you can go like it on Facebook, like the post that we posted, that helps. That helps more people be able to see the show. And I don't know, just if we made you laugh, let somebody know if they have as whack a sense of humor as we do.
Whack, good one.
I try to stay on brand. I'm a professional. I don't know if you knew that about me. But do that. But thanks for listening. Any jokes to end out the show with, my boy?
Hey, Michael.
Yo.
What is W with a hat?
That wasn't a question. That was just a statement.
It's a good one. It's a thinker.
It wasn't offensive.
It's a brain teaser.
But it wasn't good.
It's a brain teaser, dude.
It was a solid 5.
I teased their brains.
I will never... You can tell me this joke next week. And
I freaked to their bean, dude.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the podcast that we produce here at WackMatters.com. Just in case you didn't know, we have a lot of different shows running right now. There's Life's What You Rate It, where me and my brother Mark rate everything on a scale from 1 to 10 that exists in the entire universe. Tune In, where Marcus and his friend Karsten talk about cartoons and their value for people of all ages. Of course, Whack Tracks, where me and a bunch of friends make commentary tracks for whatever shows or movies we might be into at the time. And our newest show on the network, The Music Matters, where my friend Trevor creates a discussion around all the matters relating to music. If you'd like to support the content we make here at WackMatters.com, please go to wackmatters.storeenvy.com and check out our merchandise section. We sell t-shirts right now, and there's more merchandise to come. Even if you don't want to buy a t-shirt, there is a donate button at wackmatters.com that you can use to support the content that we already make and to help fund creative ideas for the future. Additionally, this podcast is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial with Audible.com where you get to listen to a free audiobook of your choosing and can continue subscribing for an awesome audiobook content subscription. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/WackMatters. We love you all and hope you will continue checking out the content we make here at WackMatters.com. Have a great day.